Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Detroit Lions.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Ford Field. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw on the first play, McCarthy. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jamison Williams with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard
line. Looking to put a drive together. That 2 is going to change things up.
Turbo 3, kick.
So give them 5 yards there in the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Here's 3rd and 9.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around.
Solo left Zion.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's going deep for Bateman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
This is fielded at the 27.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
McCarthy's pass.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's now.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And he is caught. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New Orleans.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Pryor has it complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd down and 8.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And that last throw puts him over 5,000 yards passing now on the season already. Some rarefied air with numbers like that.
But don't keep the oxygen just for yourself. Pass some over to me, my friend, because given the fact he still has a number of games remaining on the schedule, that number is going to go sky high.
Blue. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Jordan Mason
his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Jamison Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old mountain prop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That is incomplete. Well, they tried to take the shot there, but the defense, they read that double pass all the way, and now you've got third down.
9 yards to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Tua going to change the play.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Watson, Oscar. Hey, 21 TA.
Tua going to throw. Short throw to Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 62 yards. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Lions 7. Chris Boswell set to kick
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jaden Blue. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, at the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Short throw to Smith. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. An audible here to get a new look. Tua on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
It's a gain of 6.
McCarthy off the play fake.
Now a run here, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Second down.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 7. Tyler Luke set to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
On play action, McCarthy.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
At the 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
The slot man in motion right.
McCarthy going to throw again.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
On his loop for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 7. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
This 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Come on,
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now they'll change things up. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, they're changing this at the line. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Turbo 3, kick.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. Scat. Corner, long. Out.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Blue. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 115 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On play action, now McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
19, Tiger, now go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Saints continue to pull away here this first half.
Lions 7. Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Paris Campbell now on the return.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Solo left Zion.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Solo left Zion.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now inside the 25. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Halfway touchdown number 50.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Throwing is McCarthy. He's airing it out for Williams. That is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it lines up incomplete.
Here we go. Trap 60. Trap.
Now McCarthy. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And just shutting him off there. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That 2 is going to change things up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one swung out to Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
At the 25-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first.
And the Lions first down. First and 10.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On play action, here's Tua. Looking for Bateman, he's got him complete. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
You got tight right there.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
16 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
It's third down. Third and
Here's McCarthy. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Trying the left side with Gibbs. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Well, this defense has got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kyron Williams, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
Touchdown, Saints.
Jamison Williams
With career touchdown number 60.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead. Luke now for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the
Now two are going to change the play.
Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Solo left Zion. Out.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First down.
To the air with McCarthy.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
2nd down.
Looking to throw McCarthy. It's Williams here for the catch on the comebacker.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
16 yards.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable to where their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
All right. All right, fellas, listen up.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Turbo one.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Solo left Zion. Watson, Oscar. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. An audible here to get a new look.
Ready. Long. All right, go ahead. Go, go, go. Ready. Ready.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the 1st down.
tell you what, Morgan, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Back, 20, TX. Double one, high.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On play action, now McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a while.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, come on, two. Time difference. Under crunch. Winning team. Turbo three. 22. Out.
Here's Tua. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 13.
Back at the 29-yard
Well,
line.
Tua is going to change things up.
Watson, Oscar. Jeff. Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Take it, take it.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Hey. Corner, long.
Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. Handoff, Blue running right. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
This out quickly to Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Throwing is McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
10 yards on the play. And the Saints first down.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't. because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, fellas, listen up. Ready, turbo one, high. Big team. 21G. Let's go. Ready.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense